ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين.
Okay.
But you do believe in Satan?
Not as a being, no, it's just metaphorical.
So you believe we came from...
It's just like a metaphorical thing. Like, I believe in Satan in the way I believe in Luke Skywalker. It's a cultural concept.
Okay.
It's not a real, actual thing.
So you don't worship Luke Skywalker?
No, I
right?
don't worship.
Okay.
No, I don't worship Luke Skywalker.
But you do worship Satan.
No, I don't worship Satan. No, it's
because
just
the Church of Satan, I have studied a little bit about.
It's not the Church of Satan. It's the Satanic Temple.
Okay, that's different from the
Yeah,
Church
the
of
Church
Satan.
of Satan was Anton LaVey. This is Lucian Graves.
I actually have a Satanic Bible, so
okay, cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So do you believe there is a creator or no?
No, I don't.
Do you believe we came from where?
I mean, I don't know yet, but I mean, I don't believe that it's necessary to fill the gaps we don't know.
Right.
I mean, no disrespect, but I would call it fantasy.
No problem.
I don't believe we need to fill the gaps with something.
Speak freely, you know.
Okay, cool.
So I mean, not talking about filling gaps, but I mean, do you think there's a purpose to life?
No, not a
Really?
greater purpose. No, I'm quite a nihilist in that sense, but an
Gotcha.
existentialist as well. In that, like, you know, when you zoom out, there's no greater meaning, but when you zoom in, it's like, you know, you have your family and your friends and people
Gotcha.
you love and the world and around you to look after. So yeah, that's a purpose.
You think you should be a good person?
Yes, but I think everybody's definition of what a good person is different and open for interpretation. I don't think there's any one, this is what good is, and if you don't do that, you're bad and you're going to hell. I don't believe in that.
So do you think we should, for example, in life, work for like a bigger cause, or do you think
Absolutely.
we should? Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, no, actually, the Satanic Temple is all about being involved in the community. There's satanic litter pickers, there's satanic outreach groups who try to do good in their community, like food banks trying to feed the homeless and
So
all
is that
kind
good?
of stuff. I would say that's good, yes.
But how do you define good and bad?
Well, exactly. This is
So because interesting.
Yeah, no,
you said we do a lot of good, but
well,
then
not necessarily me personally,
but the
I
church
try.
that you're involved with. Yeah.
So Satan, in your view, so just to kind of clarify, Satan will always kind of encourage people to good in your sense.
Well, I mean, it
You
depends
don't
on what
actually
your
believe
definition
it.
of Satan is.
But
I mean, the only reason it's called Satan is because it's a rejection of religious hegemony.
Yes.
Like particularly here, but in the United States as well, Christians have the.
I'm from the US, we deal with
so
that all the time. Yeah.
One of the things the Satanic Temple does is like if Christian lawmakers try to put up a statue of Jesus on state ground, they'll say, well, we want to put up a statue of Satan as well.
Okay.
And then they're like, well, now there's no statues. So that actually, like, it benefits all other religions, including Islam, because it's like saying, you know, Christians shouldn't have the whole thing just because the majority are Christian.
But what I'm confused about is that you don't actually believe Satan exists, though.
No.
Okay, so
it's a concept.
It's a concept, yeah, but I mean, it's been a concept in philosophy and culture for thousands of years.
Well, I believe he does exist.
Okay.
To me, personally.
All right.
I believe there's the Iblis, right?
Yeah, that's
And I mean, if you look at different religious traditions, you'll definitely find, right? But that's interesting to me to have a church based on a concept that you yourself don't believe actually exists.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
it's
kind of funny, isn't it?
Yeah, but
it's
I
like
mean,
making a church of Luke Skywalker, right?
Well, again, it's like
Which
people
exists.
go to Star Wars
Really? Yeah,
conventions and people decorate their house with Star. But it doesn't really exist.
But I don't think they really believe it exists, right?
No.
They don't make a church around it, right?
and neither do we.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. So now the question I would have more, because I really do want to learn, because it's very different from what I see in the US, right? Is you said we don't know where we came from, right?
I would say
and we don't
that,
really
yeah.
necessarily need to know, right?
I would say we will probably find out at some point. Like, think like
how would we find out?
I don't know yet. You know, like for hundreds of years they looked at the Northern Lights and they couldn't explain them.
Right.
But now we can explain them. Don't ask me personally. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I mean scientists can explain them.
I got you.
So I think in the future things that we can't explain now will be able to be explained with science. And I don't think that in the meantime we need to, forgive me, but make up concepts like God or anything like that.
I agree with you. I don't think we need to make up concepts either, right? But let me ask something. For example, I have a phone, right?
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I said this just came by itself?
No.
Why not?
Because somebody made it.
How do you know?
Because I've seen video evidence of people in China making it.
But you've never seen it yourself. Those videos could all be fake.
They could be.
Right?
They could be.
So this is very interesting. You said that you would not believe this came by itself because somebody made it, even though you've never seen them make it. And videos, I mean, obviously Hollywood makes fake videos all the time,
Yeah.
so those could all be fake, but you still don't believe this came by itself. You believe there is a creator.
Yeah.
Right,
If,
right.
if you want to call it that, yeah, because
Or designer, engineer, I don't know, something, right?
I mean, yeah, but
You
it
call
also
whatever you
didn't
want, but-
just it wasn't made by a magical being. It was made by a
Right.
process of engineering and science and mechanics.
How do you know
and-
that?
Because it's otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Excellent. Now, what's more complex, you or the phone?
Probably the phone. I'm a pretty simple kind of girl.
I don't think so. Think about it, right? Your eyes are better at recognizing than the cameras here.
Not without my glasses on.
Even with your glasses, you are, right? Your mind is actually much more intelligent than Siri, right? Your ability to function, to recharge, you don't need to be plugged into a wire, right? Is much more complex than this phone. In fact, it was somebody like you with a brain like yours that came up with this concept. So just like you couldn't believe that this came by itself, and you said there had to be a designer, engineer,
Yeah.
you know, all of that, wouldn't you think the same is true for you?
No, because I'm organic and that's mechanical.
Excellent. But does that mean organic means that you don't need design?
Yes.
Even being,
because
how
we
is that?
weren't designed to be this. It's just something that happened.
How do you know that?
I mean, I don't
don't?
know that, but
Exactly.
99.9% of the evidence points towards that being the case.
What evidence?
Look, I don't mean to be a dick, but I
it's
am
okay.
on my way to meet my friends. This was
Go
really
have a friend.
interesting, though,
But
and
just-
it was really interesting, and I.
Since you're a very open-minded person,
Yeah.
I can tell you like to read. Have you ever read the Quran?
No, I haven't. No.
So I'll give you one free. I'm not forcing anything on you.
No, I'm going to a gig at Wembley Stadium. I don't want to come in carrying a Quran.
It's okay.
No room for it in
I'll
here.
tell you what. When you have time, go online, check out Quran.com, and just from an open-minded perspective, read it.
I mean, I've read the Bible. It's pretty much the same book.
No, it's not at all.
very
I've
different.
read
Bible's
the
the
Bible.
cover version.
It's
Bible's
not. The Bible is
very
nothing like the Quran because the Bible has been put together by people with their own mistakes and ideas,
And the Quran wasn't?
is
no,
not.
Again, no
it has,
offense,
it
but
has
I
not.
don't believe that.
What? But you haven't read it, so how do you know?
Because I know that every book was written by people.
But it hasn't. See, this is the thing. How do you know something about something you haven't read?
Have
a good one.
Look, I'll leave this with you. Our details, contact details, and any questions, just get in touch with us on Instagram.
All right, no, it was really interesting. It was nice to talk to
No,
you.
good,
Thank
good,
you.
good,
Have a nice
good
day.
on you. Take care.
I think you can do it. So basically, we're just going through the beliefs to make sure that you believe this today.
So you believe there's none that should be worshipped except one God?
Yeah.
And you believe that God sent prophets?
Yeah.
Like Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, peace be upon them?
Yeah.
You believe those are all prophets?
Yeah.
You don't worship any of them, right?
No.
We worship the one they worship?
Yeah.
That's it. You're ready. We'll do your shahada, all right? So you're going to do your testimony of faith, and you'll be Muslim, all right?
Okay.
So I'll do it with you. Do you want Arabic first or English first? We'll say it
Anyone.
together. Anyone. Okay, let's do English first. You can be,
Okay.
okay? I bear witness
I bear witness.
there is none worthy of worship
There is none worthy of worship
except Allah.
except Allah.
And I bear witness
And I bear witness
that Muhammad
that Muhammad
is the servant
is the servant
and messenger of Allah.
and messenger of Allah.
Allahu Akbar. You're Muslim.
Allahu Akbar.
All right, we'll do Arabic now, okay? Say it with me. Ashhadu
Ashhadu
an
an
la
la
ilaha
ilaha
illallah.
illallah
Wa, excellent. Wa
wa
ashhadu
ashhadu
anna
anna
Muhammadan
Muhammadan
abduhu
abduhu
wa rasuluh.
wa rasuluh.
Allahu Akbar. You're Muslim.
So
It's
today,
excellent.
sister, from today onwards, all of your previous sins have been forgiven. And today is the start of a new life for you. So I would say call
ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين